So be careful of clients that offering just peanuts. I mean to say, avoid the clients who offering minimal compensation. If you are dealing with clients directly, I mean through Instagram or Facebook, it doesn't matter where they find you. Be careful about providing samples without payment. Some might use them for client hunting. Let me explain what I mean. The fraud is in this way. I called it a win work strategy. I used this back 2019 in my starting, so that is very helpful to hunting a potential client. Today our tutorial focus is on selling your skill effectively. Welcome back creative minds. Whether you are just starting or a pro, this guide will help you navigate the freelancing landscape and maximize your earning potential. Let's jump right in. I am here to share my journey from the frustration of $5 gigs to landing high-paying clients who appreciate my work. First thing first, let's break it down. Creating a great or outstanding portfolio. It's all about showcasing your work. You need to have 5 to 10 examples that serve as your online shop window. When you are good at something, make sure the world knows it. Like here, whatever you are, like a video editor or a graphic designer, anything, let your work speak for itself. So here we are talking about great portfolio. So social presence is not negotiable. Like you need to have Facebook account, IG account, as well as TikTok, YouTube shorts just for presenting your portfolio. One important thing, you also need to have freelance marketplace account. Like you need to have a good Upwork profile as well as freelancer.com profile or Fiverr profile. Any profile you want, you can create. I recommend you need to create all three. That's very helpful and client come to you. Remember, your skills are valuable, so never undersell yourself. Let's discuss setting a fair price for your services. For example, you are a video editor, so now your skills and how long it take to make a video. Charging for a 30-second reel just $5 or $10 is too less. Before suggesting a price to the client, think about the work and time it requires. Even if a video takes a lot of hours, so it's important to charge for the efforts you put in. Okay, if you are just starting, like you don't have any portfolio and you want to create portfolio, so you can go with less. Like you don't have a lot of experience, you have less experience, so you can go with a little amount like $10 for 30 seconds. That's okay, but don't forget your value. That's just for starting. In case you have a great portfolio, don't go for $10 for a 30-second reel or like a less. Understanding the value of your time is important. Like you need to avoid falling into the trap of undercharging. Remember, quality work deserves fair compensation. Like for me, if I'm talking about me, the payment of my work act like my vitamins. I don't know, but it's really acts my vitamins. The more I receive, the more creativity I bring to the project. It's maybe natural, I don't know, but that's happened to me. So the conclusion is you must need to have your IG account or your YouTube short, like TikTok account, Facebook account, anything, but you need to have your social presence. Okay, and as well as you must need to have your freelance marketplace account. Upwork is a must, so if I recommend, so you can go with Upwork. Must you need to have good profile at Upwork. One important thing, if you are working on freelance marketplace, that is any, for example it's Fiverr, so be careful of clients that offering just peanuts. I mean to say, avoid the clients who offering minimal compensation. Stick your worth even if you are just starting. So next, let clients come to you. Creating a social presence pays off. I have had clients express how they discovered my work on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc. and they appreciate it. However, I don't work with all of them because I need to value myself as well as my team. I always choose to work with clients who value my time and skills. In return, I value their work. So important thing, if you are dealing with clients directly, I mean through Instagram or Facebook, it doesn't matter where they find you. Be careful about providing samples without payment. Some might use them for client hunting. Let me explain what I mean. The fraud is in this way. Some people may ask for a sample like without payment. Like maybe he sent you his data, like maybe he sent 30-second reel or just a reel and want you to edit as an sample. So here again, if you are beginner, you can do, but if you already have 5 or 10 example of your work that's serving as a portfolio, it's better not to do any work before getting paid. Ask for the half payment upfront and the other half after finishing the job. I have learned this after scams, and I share tips on securing your work and getting paid what you deserve. Know your value. Don't accept low offers. If you are just starting, so that's okay to begin with a lower rate, but that's just for starting. Always aim to increase it as you get better. Your skills are an investment. So next thing is negotiating and understanding client needs. That is most important part of the client hunting. Understanding the client need is the key of success. Like I mean to say, communication is the key when dealing with client, or we can say the negotiation and the communication is an art. Okay, as you know, once a client come to you, you need to share your portfolio, understand their needs and propose your vision. Okay, so always discuss the budget upfront, ensuring both parties are on the same page. And one thing we can do, like if you find a client that is potential client means a client who have a lot of work. Okay, in a scenario, if a potential client has a small budget, not too small but just a small budget, like for 30-second reel, if you are usually charged $30, so the client have $20, that's okay. You can consider a trial period, like you can work with them for a month or less than a month, give your best, and once you both comfortable, then you can increase your rates accordingly. Client 100% increased your rate. I called it a win work strategy. I used this back 2019 in my starting, so that is very helpful to hunting a potential client. Important thing, if client wants sample before work, that's 100% fair and okay. But one thing, never compromise your time and effort. If a sample take hours, ask for a fair upfront payment. It establishes your professionalism and ensures you are committed with your work. Be careful. So be careful with clients who avoid talking about money or ask for sample or revision without commitment. Don't waste your time. Next and second last thing is upskill for high paying opportunities. So for high paying client, transform yourself into more than just an editor. Become a super skilled editor, like learn additional or complementary skills like SEO, thumbnail design and YouTube strategy, etc. So here just imagine you are a client and you want to hire an editor. So you have two editor that just know about editing and the other one like a pro package. So I think the pro package get hired and the other one may be rejected, just because the other person or the other editor how know about the entire content creation process. So just imagine yourself go to editor who not only edits but understand the entire content creation process. Hope it's give you the clear idea what I mean and why needs to have upskill. This makes clients really value you and opens the door to high paying opportunities. So next and the last part is steady income. Stop dealing with unpredictable income. Start getting paid regularly each month. Like if you find a client, offer 1 or 2 videos or project initially to showcase your skills, and now how about client? Once all okay, like you both are comfortable and you trust each other, so you need to explain to your client the benefits of monthly payment arrangement. For example, or in a scenario, if you set a fee of $30 for a 30-second reel, you can consider offering a slight discount to client who want to go with you for a monthly payment arrangement. In my situation, like I currently collaborate with 2 clients who follow this approach. They provide half of the payment as an advance before the work begins and they settle the remaining amount at the end of each month along with the advance. This payment structure proves to be effective for dealing with direct client and ensure a more successful collaboration, secure arrangement for both parties, like for you and your client. It gives you steady work and lets you have multiple clients paying regularly for a stable income. And that's it, a simple guide to selling your skill in the freelance world or your direct client. Remember, value your time, show off your skills and let your work do the talking. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comment. Stay creative and keep getting better at what you do.